speaking of games that Carrie would almost certainly play on, let's call them alternate platforms. Pokemon Legends. Is it so? Okay.
It's
The th-
Arceus, and I don't
okay.
want to hear otherwise.
Okay.
If
So
anyone,
it's not Arceus
literally,
or
literally,
Arceus.
my band rehearsed on Sunday, and we had like a minor meltdown over whether it was pronounced Arceus or Arceus, and I've been saying Arceus since Arceus was introduced, and no one's corrected me. Therefore, I am right. So
What do they say in the game?
there's no voice acting in the game.
Oh, there's not.
Are there any other words that have a hard C followed by an E? Right? Because it's like cemetery, century. It would be Arceus, right?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure. Look,
It
feel
sounds
free to
it
disagree
sounds
with
right
me,
to me.
but feel free to be wrong.
It sounds right to me.
I actually I want to look up like
The phonetic
no,
spelling of it.
like the Japanese kana for it. Um
I mean, it's I don't know. These are the hot button issues.
This
That,
is I would say this is not the direction I anticipated the Pokemon discussion going right from the jump. Very compelling radio.
yeah,
That we have
sorry.
going on
Very
right now.
very compelling. No, it's fucking Arceus.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing.
I'm not
with you,
dealing with
you
this.
know what
I'm
I
not
mean?
dealing with this.
So
Anyway, the
it's
game's
weird.
really fun.
well, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged by this game's success because to
Yeah.
me, this is the most like anti-Micah game that exists. Like it exists specifically to spit in the face of Micah because apparently it looks like hot garbage, but
People
yet the
keep
game.
saying that it looks like trash. It looks fine. I think it looks fine. And I like sure when you're flying on the Braviary and you're like all the way zoomed out and you can see that like the water pattern is really basic. Like sure. But who has ever played Pokemon games for the graphics in any case? But I think it looks like Pokemon. I think it looks like the next step for Pokemon in a lot of ways. I think it looks objectively better in a lot of ways than Sword and Shield did, which no one seems to want to admit. Um, it's fine. Like, could the graphics be better? Yeah, they could. Does the game look like trash? No, and people need to fucking relax about the graphics, I think.
But the gameplay apparently
Gameplay's great.
Yeah, people are like every longtime Pokemon fan is like this is the Pokemon game that I've been waiting my entire life for.
Yeah,
Essentially,
in so many ways. It is seamless. The transition into fights is just instant. Like you throw a Pokemon at the other Pokemon, it's just like cool, you're in. And there's no like there's no weird blackout transition screen like you always get in the other mainline games. I mean, it should be noted that this is considered a mainline Pokemon entry. Um, so yeah, it's just it's perfectly seamless. You see all the Pokemon out in the open world. The catching, the stealth catching stuff is a lot of fun. You can throw berries as you fill out more of your Pokedex. Like you learn more of what certain Pokemon like. Where it's like, oh, this one likes honey, and this one likes berries, and this one tends to eat mushrooms. So you can like craft stuff that will lure them sort of closer to you, and then you can like surprise them, bitch.
everything
Like,
has to have a fucking cooking mini game in it nowadays.
it's not even like there's crafting, you know, and you find stuff out in the world to craft Pokeballs with. So it's like cool. And unlike in fucking Animal Crossing where everything still has to be done one by one, if you have the materials to make 50 Ultra Balls, you can just do it. And cool, now you've got 50 extra Ultra Balls. Literally, if you have the right materials in your inventory and you have the recipe for it, you can craft anything just on the go. And it's it's a seamless experience. I wouldn't say like the environments feel particularly inspired. It's like, oh, you have a meadow area, and then there's a snowy place and some other stuff, and there's like a bog. And cool, yeah, like you find a bunch of ice Pokemon when you go up to the snowy mountains and whatnot, which makes sense. And the boss fight mechanics have been a little hit or miss for me, because there are fucking boss fights in this game. There's at least 5. And yeah, some of them like you gotta dodge. I don't understand how like an 8-year-old playing Pokemon for the first time is going to feel about this game, where a Pokemon can fucking aggro on you and just beat your ass wholesale and send you back to camp. Yeah, it's just it's really fun. It's really satisfying. And when the first couple trailers came out about this, someone with several Pokemon tattoos, I was sort of like, I don't know. And then they came out, and I'm like, oh, this is everything I've ever wanted. Like, it's really fun. You should play it.
I mean, I figured this
as we're going to touch on in news, it's sold 6.5 million copies over the course of a single week, which makes it the second fastest selling Switch game.
That's a lot of games.
It's a lot.
I figured this would be, like you said, literally the Pokemon fan to dream of an open world Pokemon game. Like, I don't understand. Like, graphics be damned. First of all, I'm looking at the graphics. The graphics look fine. They look fine. I don't understand what.
Are you going to be blown away by the graphics? No, but no one's ever been blown away by the graphics in a Pokemon game, so shut up.
I think the problem is that. Well, I think the problem is that obviously like the Breath of the Wild comparisons came out for this game immediately. Like once they started talking about, it's up more Pokemon, and I think people are like comparing it against like what Zelda looks like, which seems a little unfair. But
yeah.
You know.
Different teams. Also, it's not running off the same engine. Like, yeah, sure, it looks like Breath of the Wild. It's not running on the Breath of the Wild engine. So
well, and also cut them. I mean, this is really the first time that they've ever done something to this scope. So
right.
Like, I would say cut them a little bit of slack.
Is it a flawless first step into this new direction? No, it's not a flawless first step. But first steps are rarely flawless. So if this is the direction that they're going to be going in, then yeah, I'm all about it. The game's super fun. The story is actually engaging. I like a lot of the supporting cast a lot, which is not something I feel like I say very often about human characters in the Pokemon games. It's like, all right, yeah, sometimes the villainous team leaders are kind of cool, and yeah, I don't know. It's a really fun game.
You're watching the Dense Pixels YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button while you're here, and make sure you check out our weekly podcast where we discuss the latest gaming news and our impressions on what games we've been playing.